things that I really want out of disc golf are to just kind of continue to help grow the sport and get as many people hooked on it like I am, and kind of make, I feel like I've already kind of made a name, but I want to solidify that. I feel like in most professional sports, you could see players, rise up really quick and then they fade out, and you don't really hear about them until it's, like a flashback Friday or something like that, and then they're talked about. But solidifying it in many different ways, you see course design, you see winning events, you see many different things, and I think I'm paving a future to be completely involved in the sport for the long run, and that's kind of the goal, is to have something that I'm able to call mine and have it to have that positive impact on the sport of disc golf.
Rounding off the guard, everyone welcome Eric Oakley! Yeah, Eric.
2019 was a success in my books. It felt different. I had a little more confidence. I was standing taller. I don't know. It came from the hard work I put in the off season, and it was a lot of body work and stuff like that. And I think I can push myself that way this off season to kind of find those same successes. But I need to be dialing in more on the putting green and the field work. But overall, the whole year felt great. I had higher finishes than I did years prior. I still didn't cash at some events, but it's the professional scene. It's only getting more difficult. And to say that I had a good year on and when the competition is rising is great. And it only builds my confidence for 2020. So, I think what I want to take into 2020 from 2019 is just the belief that I'm capable, and at every event that I played well, I made mistakes. I made a lot of mistakes at those events, but I just happened to have some really good successes to kind of counteract the mistakes I made.
Okay, so that's going to be like a more glidey slammer, but it doesn't finish as hard as a slammer, but you can get a similar flight, but it's going to stay in the air more similar to a Warden. But it has that just still overstable finish, where the Wardens are straight. The shield just constantly is tracking left.
So one thing I want my fans to know about me is that I get the kind of judgment that I'm just always joking around, never really serious, and always having a good time. But that is somewhat true. But I am incredibly serious about this sport. Like, this is my job, my livelihood, and I'm an incredibly competitive person. So every tournament that I don't win is motivating me. It's not like I'm going in and walking away pumping my fist for getting 25th place or 10th or whatever place. I'm not satisfied. That's the point, is I've been playing at the professional level, and I've been touring the majority of my time on the road. So I've been playing with the best players every single time. So when I've won, I've won against the best. I've won against some of the top players, and I think that seriousness and understanding that that's what I want out of this game is to be one of the best players, not just someone that everybody likes. I want to be one of the best, and I think that gets lost in whenever I crack a joke, or I talk really loud or something. And now I want to continue to do the joking and stuff like that, because it is a good positive image, and it actually helps me compete at the highest level. I'm usually a lot more bubbly when I'm playing well, and I'm a little more quiet and reserved whenever things are maybe not going my way. So definitely want the fans to understand that this is everything to me, and I want this. I want to be one of the best, and that's the goal in the end, is to potentially have the chance to be the best. So in 2020, I'm really trying to, find the consistency, and when I've found, and that's just to kind of build and hopefully carry me through the next handful of years, and beyond that, is I've always played well when I've lowered my expectations and I've kind of been serious about the game, but gone out without thinking about, I need to shoot this, I need to shoot that, I need to play like this, I should finish in the top, whatever. I've always done better whenever I've kind of just, I'm gonna go play disc golf. I'm gonna leave it all out there. I'm gonna play my best. And once I've detached myself from results, detached myself from the numbers, it's been really, really good. So I think that that's, again, something I really need to kind of remind myself of throughout the season, because when I have a few successes, I feel like I need to continue to have those successes. And it's not necessarily about that. It's about playing and enjoying and progressing. And I think I lose sight of that whenever I get wrapped in playing well. I lose sight of, I need to continue to learn and just be playing disc golf. We all look at ratings. We all look where we finish. You know, we all do it. And I feel like constantly that's what we talk about after rounds. We talk about shots we had, mistakes, you know, but hopefully I can start talking about more positives, and then that'll translate to higher ratings, that'll translate to better finishes, that'll translate to just an overall positive atmosphere. And then, you know, when we are 6-7 months into the season and we're coming down the stretch, I have more energy because it's all this positive energy that just kind of lifts you up throughout it. So I think that's definitely what I'm trying to push and get out of 2020, is just to kind of be another stepping stone in the right direction for me as a professional.